We're going to turn now to the latest episode of The Bachelorette. Katie revealed last night that she's a survivor of sexual assault. Kaylee Hartung sat down with her to talk about it all. Hey, Kaylee.
Hey, George. It took Katie years to understand the impact this experience had on her. She told me she never planned on sharing this so publicly, but after a group date required the men to open up to her, she felt she owed it to them to do the same.
And what I'm going to tell you, a lot of people actually don't know, including my own mom.
Bachelorette Katie Thurston sharing a deeply personal story from her past, that she's a survivor of sexual assault.
I was involved in a situation where there wasn't consent, and that is not something I wish upon anybody. And I was in denial about what happened. So much so that I tried to form a relationship with him because I didn't want to believe what actually had happened.
Was this the first time you'd ever shared this story of what had happened to you with anyone?
Only 2 of my really closest friends knew of the story.
She says the traumatic experience 10 years ago affected her emotionally and physically.
I felt responsible for being too drunk, too irresponsible, too stupid. But it's not my fault. Because consent is important, and I did not give it that night. As hard as it was, I'm ready to turn my negative experience into something greater and into something positive.
After sharing this, were you able to remove some of the responsibility and the guilt that you felt?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you see it in that episode, this like emotional relief of just like, it's not my fault, you know, and that was a burden I felt for a very long time, as if it was my fault. And I do hope, you know, men and women who have gone through something similar know that it's not their fault as well, because that kind of, you know, relief from that pain is just, it's so great.
Now Thurston embracing all the things that make her who she is today, while hoping to spark a conversation about a difficult topic.
Consent is a simple yes or no, you know, and it doesn't happen when you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. And I think that's the important thing that people need to realize. And so it's just important to have those conversations. And if you aren't comfortable asking about consent, then you're probably not ready to be having sex to begin with.
And Katie has shared resources on her social media saying, when you are ready to talk about it, there is an entire network of support waiting for you. So you can call the National Sexual Assault Hotline or visit RAINN.org if you need help. George.
Important conversation. Okay, Kaylee, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.